This girl's 18th birthday, her father gave her a weird, broken necklace. This necklace is not only rusty, the surface was filled with scratches of all shades. She wanted to know why, but her father was too evasive to explain. He just said it had a special meaning. But when she turned on the TV, she was shocked to find that necklace was exactly the same as the one worn by the missing girl on the news. The girl couldn't believe her eyes. She took it off and compared it, but even the details were exactly the same. She immediately took out her cell phone and took pictures. Then she opened her computer to try to find the truth, but when she entered the victim's name into it, she was shocked by what she saw. In a town that used to be so peaceful and quiet, there were many cases in a row of young girls being murdered. And what's even more frightening, the murderer still has no clue. The girl's back went cold. She didn't know what her father had done, but she had a vague feeling that he was involved. So she boldly went into her father's room. She opened a drawer. She found a suspicious anesthetic. Then she found a photo album that she could open. But it gave her the shivers, because in this seemingly ordinary album, there was a detailed record, information about each and every one of the victims. But before he could think about it, the sound of a car suddenly came from outside the door. It's her father coming back. The girl hurriedly loaded up the anesthetic and closed the drawer. Then she ran out of the room in a panic. Before her father entered the room, she turned off the TV with the news. Now he had to stay calm. She took the bag from her father. But the strange gloves on her father's hands made the girl uneasy. The father and daughter watched the program as usual. Her father saw that she was distracted. He wanted to ask her what was wrong, but this action startled the girl. She broke a plate. The girl knelt down to clean up the debris, but she accidentally cut her finger. Seeing his daughter hurt, father immediately nervous, rushed to help her treat the wound. Seeing her father so concerned about her, the girl suddenly felt that maybe she had misunderstood. Maybe it's not what she thought. However, in the dead of night, the girl once again heard a strange noise in the attic. This time she was even more sure her father was hiding something from her. So the next day, while her father was away, the girl secretly climbed up to the attic. The space was cluttered with all kinds of junk. The girl searched carefully for clues, but when she turned around, a big hole was made in the aged floor. Luckily, it was her room underneath. Otherwise, her father would have found her. The girl continued her search. In a corner, she found a photo of her mother. Underneath the photo was a mysterious toolbox. It was filled with all kinds of women's items. Among the strange jewelry, there was even a ring full of bloodstains. The girl was shocked. This time he was sure of his suspicions. The girl laid the jewelry on the table, asked her father if it was related to the case, but the father didn't admit it at all. He said they were all his mother's belongings. He said the daughter shouldn't have suspected him. Seeing her father's denials, the daughter couldn't stand it any longer. She took out the necklace and the photo from the news. Seeing that the evidence was clear, the father suddenly became furious. He accused the girl of being like her dead mother. She looked just like her dead mother. Looking at this crazy man in front of her, the girl was even more sure her mother's death must have something to do with him. But then he suddenly realized the danger, so he turned around and ran upstairs, locking the door behind him.